next, it's a series that began 83 years ago, back when it was the Cleveland Rams. Can the Giants get their 8th win in the last 10 against LA? Find out next on EA Sports.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Giants. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Throwing Jones. And his first pass is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And some space here. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams 33. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. Boy, we've had some great running backs in the NFL the last decade or so. And Saquon Barkley might be among the smoothest of them all. What a heck of a run right there.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of carries, 133 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. And Bullock will put this one through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tay Crowder able to make the play. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you sign up for it. You're going to try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Back to throw. Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And all the way down to the 26. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Back to throw again. To Barkley on the check down. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Bullock's kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. The 20. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. Well, this is really where Cooper Kupp separates himself from some of the other receivers, his ability to make plays happen after the catch.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago. Add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake. Jones. Throwing deep for Golladay. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Giants. Kenny Golladay. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Jackson now to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Let's go. With that down and distance, no real surprise they decided to throw the ball. But I think where the surprise kicked in, the result. Short pass downfield. That ball got taken for a nice journey to turn into a big play.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Calling no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we've got a football game going.
They're going to try and throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw. Jones. And he finds Penny. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And no one happier to see that than the Giants fans themselves. Saquon Barkley was used a lot his rookie year, 91 catches, which was a record for NFL rookies. That fell off to 52 in 2019, and then, of course, the injury in Week 2 at Chicago last year prevented him from reaching those heights.
Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this first half. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Rams to take over. They're in the driver's seat right now, and they were winners last week over the Seattle Seahawks, so trying to keep that momentum moving in the positive direction. On first down, Funk tried to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. And his throw here is incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
And Leonard Williams really lived up to his nickname, the Big Cat, in 2020 with a career-high 11.5 sacks for the New York Giants. Remember, he spent his first 4.5 seasons in the NFL with the crosstown New York Jets. Now he's getting it done, still in the Gotham City area.
2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. That's caught by Jackson. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll get this underneath to Funk, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. It's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it.
And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Touchdown! Robert Woods, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only one score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets this inside the 10. It's also a gain of 9.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
Throwing, Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Giants have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Jones throwing for it. And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a 2-point game. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point. You're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Jackson now to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. L.A. set to take over again on offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. Funk, he is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra pick?
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Jackson now to return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Set to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. Stafford now to throw. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford. Jackson with a catch. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Barkley. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a loss of 14 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there, and a really nice play resulted for them.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So now Stafford and the Rams down by 5, 36 seconds remaining. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Completes this to Jefferson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now Stafford. He gets it complete to Jackson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the